Camera's on. I think they turned down the music in the house for us, so we are ready to go. Lighting okay? What do you think of the setup?
You're the pro.
Yeah, I know.
Love
We didn't
it.
talk about that. Pretty good. Comfy seats.
Yeah, comfy
Good.
seats.
Parker Cast. So you are our 8th guest, I think. Maybe 9th.
Oh.
Season 1. I have to do that whenever I enter it into YouTube or Spotify or Facebook. I always have to put the season, which makes me so excited because, like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to have a season 2? So season 1, I think we're maybe episode 9.
Sweet.
So I am here with Miss Molley Michel tell me a little bit. So we're of Goose. Let's talk about.
It's not gooseneck.
No, not gooseneck. So we are of Goosehead Insurance. What is this thing?
Toothpicks.
Toothpicks.
Yeah.
All right. So we're here with Molley Michel at Goosehead Insurance. You might also know her famous for the red head and the green garb, right?
That's
kind of the
right.
vibe.
I got on my green today.
Very proud of that. Yeah. So the wardrobe, open the closet. It's all. I mean, St. Patrick's Day's coming up.
I know.
So this is your
I
time.
actually have a leprechaun on my fingernail. I mean, I'm all about it. This is the
everybody see
time
the
of the year
green?
I fit in with
Look
the,
at
you know.
that. Let me see the nails again. That is.
That.
And that's a leprechaun?
That's a leprechaun. That's a leprechaun hat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, I was just talking to somebody the other day. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Montana and Emily. And I was like, man, as a guy, I don't get to accessorize. You have so many options to accessorize. On St. Patrick's Day, I do have a green 3-piece suit. I pull it out once. I got it on Amazon. It's a one-size-fits-all, so it kind of hangs off me. But I don't care. I wear it with pride. That is
Love
my
it.
3-piece suit. Yep. So, Miss Molley, so let's get this started. We want the folks here to. The purpose of the Parker Cast is to get to know a little bit about our guests. So, people all around town know you. They know you for your the insurance agency. They know you for your involvement. They know you for your son Will out there. And but let's get a little bit. Let's get to know you a little bit more. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's kind of talk about the origin story of Miss Molley. So
okay.
Talk to me. So where did this whole? We are born and raised here, or
No.
we come from where?
So I'm from Central Texas.
Okay.
Elementary school in Gatesville, where the prison is. Actually, they opened the prison when I was in elementary school. So that's back in the 70s.
Which prison?
It's in Gatesville.
Gatesville. Is it just called the Gatesville prison?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm from upstate New York, so I'm about 25 years now been here, but I know there's like a huge one on the way down to Houston on I-45. But Gatesville. So
Gatesville. So that was early elementary school. And then moved to Lampasas, which is just like, county over. And so that's where I went from 5th grade. I graduated. So I really say I'm from Lampasas.
Okay. And that's where we graduated, Lampasas ISD, high school.
Yeah. Badgers. Go Badgers.
Go Badgers. How big is it? What was your graduating
class? Oh,
gosh.
I think about 160.
Well, I only asked because last week the owner of Panther Island Brewing was sitting right there, Mr. Ryan McWhirter, and he graduated in Brock, and he says it was really small, and I said, well, I graduated with 56, and he's like, oh no, we had like 31.
Oh well, yeah.
Yours is still small, but
it is small.
150, you said, right? That's
about 160ish, yeah.
Okay. So we're at Lampasas. We graduate. And we decide I'm going to stay in Lampasas forever.
No.
Right.
I did go to a junior college.
Okay.
Central Texas College.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And then that was my first year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Tarleton.
Yay.
So I graduated from Tarleton.
What's the symbol? What's Tarleton?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Oh,
no. I'm like the older Tarleton, and I see them making symbols, and I'm like, stop it.
Okay.
We don't do that. We didn't do that when I was there. So I'm like, I just refuse to throw
You're
up
the
a symbol.
Traditionalist.
I mean, if an Aggie, okay, that's always been around.
Yeah.
The Longhorns.
Kind of
I mean,
the Aggie one's kind of weird.
But Tarleton. I don't know. Somebody decided they wanted to do that, and it looks like the Texas Tech, the guns up.
Just going to say,
and
I think
was
it's
like,
a gun, which is Texas Tech.
So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I refuse to do a symbol.
Okay.
But go Frogs, because that's where Will's going to school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How's he doing? Doing good?
He's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Will here in a minute. I do want to get into
So
that.
anyway, I went to Tarleton. Have a degree in agriculture, a minor in agronomy.
What's agronomy?
It's the study of soils.
Okay. So
I know.
what would one do with this, what would one do with study soils to better farm?
Yeah, you could work. I did an internship and worked at the Tarleton. It's A&M Research Center in Stephenville. I did work there when I was in college, but did some research as a part of an agronomy class. But yeah, the study of soils.
Agronomy.
I mean, the study of soils can go into architecture, infrastructure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more into it just than maybe farm and ranch.
Do you have a green thumb at home?
Sort of.
You know the soil.
Yeah.
But it takes more than...
Maybe our soil's not that great at our house
fair
here.
enough. Yeah, soil's not that great. Jeez, no, it's very tough to grow anything. I was just digging up a dead tree yesterday, and I had like maybe a half an inch of soil, and then it was just clay. And
Oh, yeah,
rock
the clay's really bad around our house. Yeah.
What do you grow in clay? What is there anything that does grow in clay? Agronomist? No. Cactus?
Maybe. Yeah, something that doesn't need much water, maybe.
Yeah, maybe something's wrong.
Because
Okay.
it doesn't filtrate really well.
No, seems like it just, please. All right, so we're in agriculture, we're getting this degree, we know the soils, and then we decide, I'm not doing that? Or did we do it for a
Well,
while?
I did an internship also with Rick Perry when he was the ag commissioner. So this is in 1993.
Okay.
And then I graduated and then took a different turn. I ended up getting my teaching certificate. I did teach 4th grade for 3 years
Where'd you teach that at?
in Lampasas.
Oh, okay.
And then, as you know, a teacher back in 1994 in Lampasas, their salary was $17,500.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. When we started about 1999, 2000, it was, I think it was like 29.5.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like, we're millionaires compared to the Lampasas.
Yeah, I know,
6
right?
years earlier, but yeah, that was, isn't that crazy to think about?
So I got my insurance license, and I was an insurance agent at Farm Bureau.
Okay.
And then I felt like, okay, I've got to get out of here. I did that for a few years in Lampasas, and then I moved to Weatherford.
Okay.
I transferred to Farm Bureau in Weatherford. And
This is 90s, or are we in
this
the 2000s?
is now 2001.
Okay.
Okay. So 2001, I moved to Weatherford.
That's when we moved in.
I knew a few people, like from Tarleton. A lot of my Tarleton friends live around here. And so I was like, I always liked this area.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just went up and moved. I had 2 houses in Lampasas, the one I was living in and the one I used to live in that I was renting out. And I was just like, something in me, I was like, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out of here. And so
It's not uncommon. A lot of people, you're at home and it's just like, I want to go see something. I want to do
Well, I
something
wasn't married.
else. Yep.
And so a lot of my friends were all married, and I was always like the third wheel. And I was like, I need to get out of here. I want to go live my
You
life.
want to go live to the big city. You want to go to Weatherford.
Yeah, Weatherford.
You want to go to the big city. You want to see the world. Go to Weatherford. Travel.
Definitely way bigger than Lampasas.
Yeah. So, okay, speaking of that, so you come to, was it Weatherford or Parker County? I mean, were you out by Aledo or Willow Park? Or?
Well, Weatherford in the beginning, and then I
Okay.
moved to Willow Park later.
Okay. Which one you like better?
To me, it's all the same.
Oh, okay. Fair
I mean, it
enough.
all just runs together.
They do kind of
I mean,
run
the
together.
address was Weatherford, and we technically we're in Aledo ISD, but it's a Weatherford address.
Well, and I'm weird too. I'm over on the lake, and we're like Weatherford.
Yeah.
But my Walmart is Hudson Oaks,
Right.
and we're this close to Aledo ISD. So it's like
Yeah, but the
it's all-
airport's like right behind us.
Yeah. So,
So-
you're kind of Hudson Oaks. But
We're
no,
really-
You're the one. Yeah, I know. It all kind of.
It all tangles together.
And I'm not trying to be dismissive of them, but then if you go south a little bit, there's all these things called the Annettas.
well, that's just right down the road.
That's right down the road, yeah. So, I know. It all just kind of blends together.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't have the county structure up in New York like we have down here.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot more townships and towns and then just land. Now, not county land. Like, it's non-incorporated. It's not nothing. It's just like state land or farm. It's just nothing.
Huh.
And it's a different structure. You know, like how in Louisiana they have parishes and stuff like that. And here it's it's just a little different up in the Northeast. There's a lot of just open land. But okay, so we're in Weatherford. You had mentioned off camera though there were some unique jobs mixed in there. It wasn't just insurance. You had worked not a catalog, or what were you saying?
Oh, so when I was in Lampasas,
Oh, it was back in Lampasas. Okay.
yes, I always had this. Always wanted to do like acting.
Yeah.
I took one acting class in college as an elective. It was a blast. I loved it.
Okay.
But I got headshots and I got an agent. My first agent was in San Antonio and didn't do a whole lot. I got another one in Austin, and that one in Austin started getting me some little jobs.
right.
I did a Bath and Body Works a nationwide campaign. So
All
one
right.
Christmas season, I was in every Bath
Do
and
you
Body
still
Works
have,
store.
like, do you have a
I
frame
do.
with- all
It's in
right.
my closet. It was a big giant poster.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was a campaign. And then I did some commercials. I did one, they made me I used to love dancing. Grew up dancing, learned how to dance, my daddy. But we did a commercial for the Super Bowl to be aired at the Super Bowl, not on TV, but we did it at the Broken Spoke. And they could see, oh, this girl does know how to dance. And so they made me the dance coordinator of the little commercial that was aired at the Super Bowl that year.
Cool commercial. Have you tried looking it up on YouTube?
I tried. Well, see, back then we didn't have YouTube.
Oh, no,
This-
no. But was it filmed? I mean, it was a commercial.
It was filmed, yeah.
They didn't have YouTube for a lot of this stuff, but you could still watch, like, I wonder, have you tried looking it up?
No.
What would it have been
Gosh,
called?
that was in the,
You got to look it up. We got some
90s.
research going off camera here.
but it was only at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like it was, we knew
But
that.
you know what I mean? Like, you can look up old clips from the 80s. I can watch
Yeah.
80s cartoons right
Well,
now
I
on
did.
YouTube.
Okay, so I did also a Steinmark commercial. That was a
Okay.
nationwide thing, and that was actually when I moved up here. And that was not through an agent or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just kind of submitted in, and they flew me to Florida a couple of times, and then
all
they
right.
weeded through some people, and they're like, "Hey, you were in it." So I was like, "Cool." So anyway, but I did that, and I was on TV and on the radio.
Very exciting. And then
For
just
that.
decided not for me.
No, it's just life got. I mean, I
Life got
have a
in.
job, and you know, it's just life,
Yep,
kids, and it's hard to. It was hard to do both. If I had that opportunity, I would definitely do it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I loved it. It's fun.
Yeah. No, I like it. It is definitely a unique
Yeah.
career. I had a buddy who went to acting school up in New York at a community college, went out to California to pursue it, and he has some credit, some off credits as extra, you know, and
Yeah.
some things, and he loved it, but he actually also got into insurance, and then he
Really?
moved back to moved to North Carolina, and now I think he does insurance for some of the NASCAR teams. He works for, I think, Lincoln Financial or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's it's a good thing. Okay, so now we're in insurance. We're here, but we're not
We're in
We're not
insurance.
gooseneck.
Goosehead. So anyway, so I'm with Farm Bureau,
Yep.
and then I had Will.
Yep, we love Will.
You know
Will was an employee for me at one point. He was a really good employee, loyal guy. We love him.
They
wish him
call it the
best.
Will Charcuterie Board.
Yep, the Will charcuterie board. He did such a good job making the charcuterie board that customers would come in and they wouldn't just ask for the charcuterie board, which I had designed, and it wasn't very good. They're like, "Can you give me one of those Will charcuterie boards?" And that we had customers ask for that. Yep.
Yeah.
I should have upcharged because he
He
definitely
used a lot of
loaded it
product.
on there. Yep, he used a lot of product.
He wanted it to be pretty.
Yep. Then days after he worked, we were running to the store to get more salami or prosciutto or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had Will, and you're in the insurance.
Yeah. So actually, after I had Will, several months later, I was given the opportunity to work at that time for my sister-in-law.
Okay.
She was pursuing a music career. She's married to a PGA golfer, and so they were able to allow that. And so I was like, okay, cool. I can stay home with Will, and I'll work for her as her publicist. Did a few things for her husband, the PGA golfer. And anyway, so I did that for a couple of years, and I was
Okay.
like, okay, I need to go back to work. Like, so I did go to work for another insurance company, but it
Okay.
wasn't being my own boss like I was at Farm Bureau. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I'm not even. How does insurance work? So, you know how in real estate, I've had to educate myself on that a little bit. Like, there's agents, but a lot of times they work for a brokerage or a
Right.
firm. But then there's new agents, and there's like a hierarchy. And how does it work in insurance? Like, do you work for a firm and you're an agent, or everyone opens their? I mean, how does that all
So
kind
at
of
Farm
shake out
Bureau, I think everybody's different. But at Farm Bureau, you have an agency manager, and you have agents,
Mm-hmm.
and those agents build their book of business, and they own that book of business.
Gotcha.
So essentially, yes, I was
And they can take
self-employed.
it. Can they take it different places, or does it have to stay in Farm Bureau?
no, at Farm Bureau, I couldn't shop it. Like it was
No, so we have a mutual friend. He's long since passed away, but he was in banking, and if he had folks that he had product on, he was lending to them. When he went to a different bank, he would contact all of them, and they would all move their business over to him. He kind of took his business with him.
Okay. When I left, no, I did not go back. I did not go. Well, the insurance place I worked at, where I worked for somebody else. No, I didn't.
Didn't do
I
that.
didn't take my clients.
Okay.
No, they
So
were.
how long you been with Goosehead?
So I was at that place for a little while, and I was like, okay, this was just a temporary thing while I found a job. I ended up in senior living.
Okay.
I was like the marketing director, and I absolutely loved the seniors. Like I adopted like every single one of them.
My mom and dad hear that?
Yeah.
No, they're seniors. They did not hear that.
I loved them so much. And then the families, you get to know the families. But the that industry, not them, but the industry itself, I was like, I can't do this. And then during that time period, Goosehead Insurance contacted me. And I'm like, what is that? That's a weird name.
Yeah.
Goosehead?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt to talk to you. And so I talked to him, and, and it was literally the hardest decision I've ever made.
Oh, to leave the assisted living?
Well,
and
it
the
was
seniors?
leaving my 401k, my benefits, a franchise fee to pay, not a small one either. But just, I prayed. I don't know if I prayed so much in my entire life until that point, but I just felt like God gave me the stepping stones, and there I went, and my support over here, my husband, and he helped me out, and here I am. So I made the decision the end of 2017, bought my franchise, and then I was up and running in 2018, January.
So that's fairly recently.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking the 90s, and then you moved up here in the 2000s, and you're doing the assisted. So how long did we do the senior care?
That was about 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that is a tough decision.
Yeah.
So you were there for about a decade.
Yeah.
Okay, no regrets, though. Doing good.
No regrets. I still have relationships with families that,
Yeah.
and then, some of the seniors, they pass on. I'll see them again.
I would think that would be almost the hardest part.
It was. I cried so much.
Yeah, you make connections, and then...
I call people, my grandma, or, I sing them happy birthday and be silly and give them kisses on the cheek, and just, because a lot of them miss that. Their families aren't there to do that, and I genuinely love them.
Excellent.
So
That's very
that
good.
was probably that was the hardest part of leaving that industry.
Yeah.
But where I'm at right now, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Do you have any employees at Goosehead, or is it a one-man
I do
show?
not have any
So
employees.
it's a team of one.
It is a team of one.
All
So my day
Any
is.
office out of over in the Lido?
I have an office in Willow Park.
Willow Park.
It's in the Lynch office, where Stacy Lynch. My office is in there.
Oh, very cool. I think I probably knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have an office there. I do work from the house too, so I have combination. The way
How
the
do you like
industry,
remote work?
yeah, the industry is
You like it?
totally morphed into, like, back in the day. You did everything on triplicate forms, and it was a DOS system computer.
Yeah, good old
and
MS-DOS.
so yeah,
You had printers with the lines and
yes.
stuff?
Oh yeah, you had to tear
So
off.
do you like the remote work, or?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I did it for one full year, in between year at Tarrant County, and I don't know. I think I'm too much of an extrovert. I was just lonely all day.
Oh, and I'm on the phone all day long, so
Yes, that
I'm
could count.
constantly.
I was not on the phone.
Yeah, I'm on the phone all day.
I should have been on the phone more.
It's phone, texting, emails. It's just constant. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
And then I do go and schedule. I have my scheduled marketing days. So that's why the M&Ms are here.
Okay.
So like today was my M&M marketing day for my folks here in Weatherford. And so I kind of make the rounds. They know it. I don't have to put my little tag or anything on it. They may be out of the office, but they see a package of M&Ms sitting on their desk when they come back.
These are current Goosehead, or these are potential clients?
These are referral partners.
Oh, okay.
So these are people that.
I guess I'm not familiar with that. I mean, I know what a referral is, but a referral partner.
So we call them RPs.
Okay.
So a referral partner. So like I'm a referral partner for roofing companies. Mm-hmm. I have clients who have.
Oh, a partner who refers you.
Yes.
They like your product. They know you.
Yes.
They've agreed to. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah. So you have realtors.
Excellent.
You have lenders.
So today was the M&M day.
Yeah.
Today was the M&M day.
So they got to.
Do they also get the pen?
Whoever wants a pen. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Technically, I feel like my hair's orange, not red. So.
Well, you got in marketing, you got to go big or go home, right? You
I
got
love
to be
it.
bold.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's very, very cool. All right. So there's some other aspects of marketing that you do. You're very good in, getting kind of you're good promoter. Seems like you're out in the community a lot. We're going to talk a little bit about the chamber.
Yes.
So you are one of the ambassadors, and you go around. How long have you been doing that?
So basically, as soon as I bought my franchise, I joined the chambers, both of them. There's
East Parker.
And it's called the Parker County Chamber now.
County Chamber now, yeah. How long has that been? Because I've seen that on social media.
Oh, gosh, probably 6 months maybe.
Okay, I was going to say it's fairly new.
It is fairly new.
But I did just see it at was it their awards? Did they just have an awards
Yes.
banquet? And it was like the first time I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, Parker County Chamber. That's cool.
So I joined both chambers, the Parker County Chamber and the Weatherford Chamber, and then was asked by both of them if I wanted to be an ambassador. Of course, at that time, I'm still building things. I'm not as busy as I am now. Like my day did not start as early as it does now. But I was like,
Did you start at 5 o'clock in the gym?
No.
Back then? Okay.
No, I was working out at 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so,
all right.
So it changed drastically.
Okay. So you've been doing that since Goosehead, so almost 7-8 years now.
Yeah.
You've been doing that. What are the different jackets? Parker County Chamber now is the
it's red.
And what's the Weatherford Chamber?
It's burgundy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One's red, one's burgundy. I think I remember that. Okay. I was talking to Landon Basham about his jacket. I was like, how do you get the jacket? To somebody like, how many ambassadors do they have? And he explained that once you're like always an ambassador.
Well, so with Weatherford, they actually vote you in.
Oh.
It's like an honor. So
there's only so many.
There's only so many, and if someone leaves, they resign or move on or whatever, then we have to fill their spots. And so, it's an honor, and it's not an honor for Parker County, but it's basically hey,
whoever. What's the word? Not restricted.
It's just more getting involved.
Yeah.
It's whoever wants to be an ambassador, and of course you need to be present. I cannot make everything.
No.
And there's moments where I think, oh, they're going to kick me out.
Gone to what's some of the ones we've been to lately? What's some of the places that we've opened up that we want to patron?
Oh.
Is there any today? Yesterday?
I was not able to go to the one. There was one today, I think, and yesterday.
I see them on Facebook.
See, I can't go to all of them.
Okay, so if I were to say ribbon cuttings, what is the one? Is there one that like boom pops in
So
your
last
head?
Monday we had the one for Perry's Pizza.
Okay, so that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Did we do? Okay, so here's another question. We go to most of these ribbon cuttings. We cut, and then we bounce back to work. Or
Yes.
we're at Perry's. We stay and we have a couple drinks and we have fun.
Some people do.
Okay.
I can't.
Oh.
It's like a haul butt there and a haul butt back.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I try my best. And then, like I said, there's just times I can't make it. Sorry, folks.
Yep. I'm sure there's been some interesting ones too. Ones that maybe didn't go the way.
Well, there's been some that you show up and then the person you're having the ribbon cutting for never shows up. That's interesting.
That is interesting too.
And you're like, where are these people?
Yeah. They just didn't get the message, or it was a hobby business. It was a hobby.
Something. But no, I like to be able to help because, me being a very small business and I solely rely on referrals.
Sure.
And I know what it's like, and I love this town. I love the county. And so I want to be able to support those that support me and just, get out there and do whatever I can.
Yep. Well, both chambers are doing great. Big fans. We've been members with the different businesses of both, and we've had ribbon cuttings with both, and they've always been very
I did
good.
your ribbon cutting.
You did. You had. I was. It wasn't an interesting. It was poor planning on my part. It was almost like maybe this time of year.
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday
before
I think it was
Memorial
before, spring
Day
break
or something.
Memorial Day or something. And I did it at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, it's the Friday, and everyone's going to stay for happy hour. It's at the Edgewise 8. There's the beer, and I think you might have been the only one cutting the ribbon. With
I
us.
was. I think there were maybe 3 ambassadors there.
3 ambassadors.
But I was like, I got this.
You did. You had it very well. I remember you showed up, and I was like, thank God for you. And and it was all my fault. I mean, I had gotten tons of texts from the chamber members, and they're like, sorry, I won't be able to make it. Oh, sorry, JT, I can't make it. Hey, Dr. Arby, I can't make it. So they were all, it was just like, why did sometimes in business, I'm sure you've had these moments where you're like, this is a killer idea. This is great.
It does sound
this
good.
Is awesome. On paper, it's like, this is a winner. And then when you get to the reality of it, it's like, that was a horrible idea. What was I?
You did have a lot of supporters there, though.
Yes. There was a lot of family and friends there. It was good. So as we're moving towards the end here, I want to talk a little bit. You talked about how much you love the county, small business. You're involved in the chambers. County's changing.
Yeah.
Right? So Parker County, as I've said to a couple of the other guests, we're down to hours. I mean, we have a couple days. It's like 72 hours before our Costco opens.
Yes, this Saturday.
Yep. And I personally think, that is going to be, I think there's something there that maybe we all don't. There's something there. When Costco's a multinational corporation, they know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
They do the marketing. They don't just randomly decide to go on a pretty empty area. I would call that an empty area.
It is. That's literally 5 minutes down the
right
road from
there.
my house.
Yep. Unless they think it's the next Frisco. I mean, that's kind of where they go, or the next Brian Irvin, or the next Hewlin. And we've been saying this. I was on the school board since 2013. We always got Templeton demographics. Oh, Parker County's going to explode. Parker County's going to explode. Parker County's going to explode.
Well,
I've been hearing it for a long time. And we've been growing 3.5%, 2%, 3%, 1.7% during COVID, 3.5% a year. It's good, steady growth, great, steady growth. But I think something's, the Dean Ranch, the Walsh Ranch, it's happening. Even the Walsh Ranch now has all of their roadside plats getting all that earth is moved. I don't know if you go into Fort Worth at all, but the Walsh Ranch has always been kind of 6 football fields down in the valley. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's
coming
right up to the access road. The newest homes built will have a fence on the access road. That whole area is the level dirt, the plats, and that's brand new. That's within the last couple weeks. So yeah, I think we're we've always said, oh, I don't recognize this town anymore. I don't recognize this town anymore. I think it's you'll remember 2024, and then it'll be a totally different
Well, you
county.
moved here in 01 as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you remember what it was then.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, the interstate side anyways, not downtown, but it's night and day.
And that's continuing to grow. And even in town, if you look over by Weatherford College, they have there's 4 new buildings. And
the college is everything's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
And they just keep growing and growing.
Yeah,
I'm so happy and proud of Weatherford College.
I think Imperial Construction did a lot of that. I always saw their sign up front. They did great things. No, it's good. So where do you see the big growth in Parker County? What are you most excited about, or what are you most worried about?
Well, as far as me being in insurance, being a broker, being able to shop multiple A-rated carriers and not being stuck to just one product or one company, I love that, what I do. But the continuous growth, that's job security.
Nope, it's people are moving here. It's definitely, you don't want to be in a negative population area.
Right.
You want to be where the folks are coming.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, Molly, want to take us out? What do we got? So Will's going to watch this, hopefully. So what's our message to Will? So he's 21 now?
He's going to be 21 in July.
Okay, so 20-year-old Will, he's going to watch this 30 years from now. What's our message to 20-year-old Will?
Oh, gosh. He's just so super talented. And I want him, I feel like he doesn't know how talented he really is. It comes so natural to him that he doesn't get it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't comprehend that he is so freaking talented. Mm-hmm. And but I'm so proud of him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we all are. I love watching him on Facebook, knowing that he used to be a part of this, and yeah, the whole Dolly Parton thing was awesome. My wife and everybody still remembers it. So, nope, great kid. We wish everybody the best. Thank you for coming on,
Thank you,
Molly. We
yes,
appreciate
here.
it.
Well, let me move the mic.
There we go. All righty. Take care.
Thank you.